Yeah, man, it's going down this Donnie Houston podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. We got a special guest, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about the H, you know what I mean? We talk about Southside, we talk about like I say, architects of the sound, you know what I'm saying? And just coming from one of the livest groups just to come out to H, you know what I'm saying? Representing that Botany, man, you know what I mean? D-Red, what's going down, bro?
What's up, man? How you feeling? How you doing, man?
Can't complain, man. How about you?
I'm good, man. God is good, man. You know what I'm saying? Healthy, still moving. Ain't gonna stop.
I see you stay in that gym, man.
Oh man, I gotta try to keep up with my little boy, man. He cold, boy. He something else. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to stay in shape with him, keep him going with his little football and sports fanatic career. So that's it. Try to stay up, keep up pace with him.
Yeah.
Keep me going.
Yeah. Where you at with the music these days?
With the music,
Yeah.
Well, man, be honest with you, Dan, I've been going back and just releasing a lot of stuff I never released. You know how we do. You produce. We got stuff stacked
Just
up.
sitting up, yeah.
Man, you go back and listen to it, you're like, hey, I was tripping, man. Why I ain't released this?
This
man?
still go.
It still go. Right, especially right now, because I kept telling people that sound was gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? And now if you go pull your stuff up that you did years ago, it's relevant. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I be just listen to a lot of old joints I never put out. I mean, I got a gang of stuff I never put out. It with a gang of features on there.
Yeah. So you got a project that you're working on that you're gonna put out, or you just putting out just records?
Yeah, we gradually gonna put it out because you know how the game is now with the streaming world. We need to get it back to getting them that real money. That stream money is crazy, boy. A lot of people complaining about it, and that's why a lot of people a lot of the G's that been in the game, they ain't putting a lot of effort into it. They've been backing up and just doing it for the coach and just because it's a hobby habit for us now. You know what I'm saying?
Because y'all came when it was you had to get active. You had to get out here and touch the people.
You had to get on that pavement, get active with it. And that was the game. When you was out, you really had to go touch these buildings. As far as your promotion part, your posters and every, you had to beat. You actually had to beat a person who was in the game promoting something. You had to beat them to an empty building. You remember how you see empty buildings with you can put 50 posters on one side of empty buildings. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about even when we was going on the road, we stopped, boom, 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 hit them up. You know what I'm saying? That's how people was seeing you and how you was promoting your project and what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? And the payment game was just you footwork. I mean, you had to actually spend the night in the streets in the clubs for real to just, go promo packs, like setting up stuff on the tables in the club so people coming in and neatly. Somebody gonna get it. Might be on the ground later on that night, but they seen it.
They seen it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me, I had my regroup team, man. Hey, club closed. Our job is go get everything still good.
We finna run that again.
Oh, we running that again because posters. It wasn't cheap back then. I mean, we was getting posters. Remember the posters, the head posters, and the postcards.
Yeah.
And we stapling 3 or 4 of them at a time just to make them look like something on the table.
On top of the money you had to pay to get the photo shoot and the design and all that to even get the poster to look like.
Yeah. You had to be creative, and so that's what it was. You had to get on that pavement, man. I kind of missed that though. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a one-button game right now, but as far as that visual, going to see somebody or going to see you, or somebody might see you, they want to post an autograph at the same time. That was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Pictures and photos at the same time. So you like double whammy. You might be gaining a fan at the same time instead of just seeing this, who it is. They're going to be appreciative like, oh, I met him when he, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool.
Yeah. Man, the cool thing about you, D-Red, is like, you come from Botany and all that, you know what I mean? But they were so much younger. And I mean, you were still young too, but like a little older than them, you know what I mean? To really come from Houston and know Houston like from the 80's aspect, you know what I mean? When the Slab was first kicking off and all that, like you could really talk about that. Tell me how early you remember like just kind of being outside and seeing the city kind of form into what it was, you know what I mean?
Man, to be honest with you, I was outside. I was a pup. We got off the porch early, man. Like, man, 14 in the streets, just for that before the game started. I was dealing with my old heads, you know what I'm saying? Get in the streets from the Slab days. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you was really outside and you really out there, your real hustle was auto theft. You know what I'm saying?
People talk about that. It was stealing cars before selling dope.
But no disrespect to none of them cats I be seeing talk about it. They wasn't out there, man.
So you got more into that hustle back then.
That was, of course.
And this is what, 86, 87? What year we in with this?
We was in high school, middle school doing this, man. You feel me? And so, it was crazy because it was money involved in it. You know what I'm saying? It was like we were young, dumb. We trying everything, seeing your big homies, your big brothers doing this and doing that. And that's why I be looking at a lot of them cats that be on here, over there talking about they were doing this and doing this. Man, you wasn't doing this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't know really what it really was, because it was a whole lot different than what you think. That was before the Jack gang with the pistols and all that. You know what I'm saying? We had old heads in school used to be, man, if you in school, you see them old heads riding by your school banging, slabbing, you want that. We going to get that. You know
what was it that made the car thing so easy to get into? Like, how was it so everybody stealing cars? Like, because the dope game was like, it was just dope out here. But what was it about
actually, that got popping really after the auto theft game. You know what I'm saying? Really. So,
but I'm saying with the car game, what made that so like the easy thing to get into, or made that the thing? Like,
it was, like I say, it just, when it's a trend. When you see all them boys doing it, and they slam, they was stealing rims and tires and stuff.
This go back to stealing the original Swangers.
Yeah. Oh man, let me tell you something, man. Swangers was, you can get a set of Swangers for $300 back in the day. I'm talking about back in the day. Back in the day, and then it was the
whole set for $300.
The whole set for $300, because they was stealing them, until they got to where it started getting popular, and this and that, yada yada yada. Because myself, fast forward a little bit after, then we go back. I sold my set of Swangers for $1,000 back in the day, and that's when the game started changing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as getting into that auto theft game, man, our big brothers and uncles, man, be, ride down the street. They was keeping cars for 3 and 4 days, though.
What kind of cars y'all taking? These Lexus or these like,
man,
what,
everything you useful, everything you need.
Anything goes.
Everything you need to Slab with, put it on. I'm saying, I'm watching these old cats do this here. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. So,
and how much money is this getting you? Let's say you go get a car. You breaking it down, or you hit a whole car and whatever?
I mean, it depends on what you was doing. If you was breaking it down, you know what I'm saying? You might just go get the seats. You might leave some rims on there, radio or something on there, man. You go to post, you coming home about $300 to $500. You know what I'm saying? That was back then.
And 14 years old too. So it's like I got $300, $400, $500. I'm 14. Shit, I'm the nigga.
What, man? Let me tell you something, boy. That stuff that make it start doing bad. Man. I tell you, think about it, Donnie. You in high school, you going to school. Mind you done left school to go steal. You know what I'm saying? So you go to school, you come back with some. I mean, if you had $100 in your pocket going to school, your mama wouldn't give you no more than $10 a week or something like that, or $2 a day, or whatever the case might have been. You balling. You done bought everybody chimichurri dinners and everything.
It's going down. Yeah.
You doing it. You the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, man. It was crazy.
And this, you going to where, the Worthing, or where you was going to?
Left Woodson, middle school, and then went to Worthing, and went down ever since then. With the word, it was crazy, man. I'm talking about, I'm telling you, that literally was the main start of the hustle for H-Town players, H-Town casters in the streets getting out here, and I'm got to bring them back, some of the hard hitters up here, so we can really, really get on to it and tell you the truth about that. Because why you think I wear this? I ain't never took one of these
I know
off.
that go back to that game, but I never knew the whole story about that. But I know it comes from that era, though.
Man, it was a Southside thing, man. You know what I'm saying? If you was a Southside thugging or stealing cars or something, man, you were one of these. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't know no better. We going to Neiman Marcus, man. Get us a Neiman Marcus hat.
That was the status symbol right there.
Yeah, man. And the police, it got so bad when the police see you with this on, you getting pulled over. You getting messed with. You get messed with. You going when the police come, you hurry up and take it out and put it down and be straight up in the car so they won't mess with you. They looking for them hats.
I ain't know it was that deep.
Oh, yeah, that's a Southside thing, man. Nobody tell you nothing wrong. That's a Southside thing. Neiman Marcus was a Southside thing. Ain't no disrespect to the fans, because I ain't never took it out since high school.
See, now I got to go get me a Neiman Marcus hat, man. You telling me that's a Southside thing.
It is. Anybody the dudes that was coming up here, you see everybody with them on, mostly from, you see OG dude, Southside. You know what I'm saying? Back there was a Southside thing. They was Southside crimes.
Man, okay, so
Auto theft game was crazy. I'm talking about you dumping cars and dishes, nigga, and
that's
dumping
what I'm saying. What
cars.
you are you going to sell them to people, or you got chop shops you going to? Like,
Everybody was buying them. Some of these cats that wasn't stealing, they buying seats from you, buying radios, buying rims, buying the T-tops, whatever they can use on their car. You know what I'm saying? They get it. All you needed was a standing screwdriver and a 9/16 socket wrench. Seats for the wrench and a screwdriver for the collar.
how much time was boys getting back then for that when you can call
And
them?
back then, you can go get some cats was doing 3 months of coming home, bro.
Yeah.
You know
And that's what I'm trying to put together. Is it's like shit. That ain't really nothing. You get caught up with the
ain't
shit.
none of that right now. Back at it again. You go 3 and 3, and back then it was like shit. 3 months was a lot of time for a young cat back in the day. You know what I'm saying? 3 months was a lot of time for cats back in the day doing that kind of stuff. And you know, some cats after you keep getting repeat offenders, you didn't want to do the whole year. You know what I'm saying? 3, 6. Now they steady going up as you build up. You do something now though, you know, you might not see that for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, they gonna put that time on
Small
you for
little stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, anybody tell you there was out them bricks, not that mud, they first one. Mine was a young cat, first was auto theft.
When Lil Troy came and told me, he's one of the ones who told me, like, back
Troy
then,
OG,
that's what we was.
Troy OG, young, so he know what it was. A lot of thorough cats that come here gonna tell you the same story I'm telling, and you know them one of the ones right there. You know what I'm saying? Not saying they were this, not saying they were that, because it was a gang in the car. You know, it was to the point. It was a competition thing. You had to beat other boys out there because they already out there. You done seen your homeboy on the same street you in, way out there.
Wait, so where y'all going to hit these licks, or was it a certain spot where you knew, like, man, the cars over here, so wherever they at, we going to get it?
Yeah, wherever they got to the point wherever that, but they ain't have it out here, so you know where we was going.
White folk.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get the good finer stuff when you was going out there and shit. It was all on the Galleria, all out. I'm talking about DJ. You was messing around and catch them at a club out there. DJ, a crate full of records and stuff. Trans Ams, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was
say the DJ getting it, everybody getting it.
Yeah, the other people, you know what I'm saying? They got all kind of stuff. Boys was finding Christmas time. And, you know them. The other people, the other races were having, man, $3,000 and $4,000 and $10,000 and stuff stacked in their cars in shopping.
Yeah,
that's back in the day though. They shopping at the Galleria Mall and all that stuff. It was on
man. So when did you notice the game change from the cars to the dope?
Man, I know the game changed when.
Subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man.